It's your girls.
D.
And C.
Destiny.
And Crystal.
So today's video is going to be about bullying, and it's kind of going to fall into suicide a little bit, because I know when you are bullied, you tend to think that you are alone and that there's nobody else around you and that there's nobody that you can talk to or anything like that. But in all reality, there is everybody that is there. It's just finding the right person that you talk to, because you could go to somebody and you could tell them everything and they could be like, oh, you can trust me. And you'll turn around and they're talking about you behind your back. With that being said, I have this little clip. If you have never heard it before, just really listen to it. We'll leave the song. Well, it's kind of like, it has music to it, but it's kind of just like preaching almost. But we'll leave the name of the song
In the description.
and the artist as well. So just pay attention.
Life isn't over. Never let your struggle make you think that. I know your setbacks were major, but so can be your comeback. You see, strength, pain builds that. I know it might be hard for you to feel that, but even in your darkest storms, there's a plan for you to still shine bright. Please believe that. I know, because God did it for me. God will allow you to go through places you don't understand, just to bring you to the place where He needs you to be. So don't let this season take your life. You can win this fight. If it wasn't for my darkest moments, I would have never found the strength to shine my light. There's a purpose greater than your pain. There's no growth without rain. Sometimes it takes our hardest storms to birth our greatest change. Your life is not finished. You keep living. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. You're just a choice away from a new beginning. There's more to be written. Your perspective can either be your power or your prison. So no matter what, appreciate your life and build your testimony with the test you were given. Listen, I get it. I know depression is real, but so is deliverance. You can heal from those afflictions, overcome those addictions. It's time to put a semicolon when you're trying to put a period, because your sins hasn't ended. You got more life to live, so don't give up and forget anything or anybody that's ever trying to make you feel not enough. You're enough. You're more than enough. So don't try to end your story just because this chapter sucks. Breakdowns happen right before breakthroughs. So I pray you break that cycle that's trying to break you. I pray you kill those thoughts that are trying to kill you. No mistake is too great as long as you forgive you. Make your tomorrow new. You always have a choice. Never stay silent about your battles. Give your pain a voice. It's okay to not be okay. We're all one struggle away. Your change is gonna come. You just keep believing day by day. This storm will eventually run out of rain. And remember, we're all a little broken. But the last time I checked, broken crayons still color the same. You go defeat your pain. Your life is not over. It's just beginning. It's rehab time.
Alright, so that video helped me a lot when I was depressed and wanted to take my life. I really listened to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is true. They don't have any power over me, and that's the thing. If you let bullies get to you, they will never stop. And for me, I was bullied from 3rd grade to 8th grade. And I would come home crying. I would come home with kids would hit me a couple times. Just little things that they would do to me. They would trip me. They would kick me. This one kid, I remember he kicked me so many times that I ended up getting a whole blown out bruise on my ACL. And my doctor actually told me that I was starting to tear it. And they were like, okay, it just has to heal. Don't go to school. But I went anyways. But it was just a process of I let them walk all over me, and if you let them do that, then you're giving them power. And that's the thing about bullies. It's like, I don't want to say demons, but if you are afraid of something, that's what they feed off of. When you cry, when you get upset, when you don't take action into what they are doing, when you just let them walk all over you, that is their feeding. You know, you're feeding them everything because you're just letting them do it. And that's the thing. You have to just stand up for yourself, because if nobody else is going to do it, then you're going to have to do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, yeah, you might have that best friend, but trust me, we're both in high school. When you get into high school, that best friend that you had in 1st, 2nd grade, maybe even 3rd grade, they're nowhere around anymore, because when you get to high school, you're worried about yourself, they're worried about themselves, they're worried about what they need to be doing, and you're worried about what you need to be doing. Yeah, you might see each other in the hallway, hey, hi, how are you, whatever, but you just kind of go on your day. You don't really have that best friend anymore. And like, I realized that in the first year of my freshman year, and I was just like, wow, you know, this is really what my mom was telling me about. She told me, you know, Destiny, you're not going to have many friends. You're going to be able to count your friends on one hand. And honestly, I personally don't even think I have one good friend. I mean, I know you do.
I have plenty of good friends. It just matters on who's your true friend and who's you're not. Because people like that will talk behind your back instantly.
Exactly.
And they don't care at all. So don't let anybody break you down, make you fall. Because you can honestly get back up. Me and both of us have
done that several times. I remember when, I'll tell you this, when I was in 6th grade, this girl told me that I wasn't worth it, that I was just a piece of trash, a mistake, whatever. And then she turned around and told me that she was going to one day bring a gun to school and kill me. I ran to my mother, just like I always do, and things got worse. Because as a parent, I bet you guys can relate, as a parent, your parents think, oh my gosh, they're coming to me, I need to go to the school and address it. Don't tell your parents. No, I'm kidding. Please tell your parents. Because if you don't tell your parents, like, your parents are never going to trust you again. But tell them that you have it under control. Just let them know what's going on, because if you don't let them know what's going on, it will get worse. But at the same time, if you tell them what's going on and they're that parent that's like my mom, that's like, oh, I'm going to go to the school.
So no matter what you go through or how you go through it, just know that you are a better person than they'll ever be. You are a great person no matter what people say about you or think about you. Don't let anybody change who you are. Don't let anybody knock you down, because there's ways to fight back up. I've done it. She's done it many a times. Even though we're having a hard time now, we are still trying to fight our way back up to the top. And we are making this video because we want this to inspire others to know that you're not alone. You guys are all human beings just like we are. We go through stuff, but we find our way up to the top. That being said, don't let anybody change who you are. Don't let anybody try to knock you down. Don't let anybody talk trash. Don't let anybody mess with your feelings or minds, because you are a great person no matter what. So yeah, like, it's hard. Everything's hard, but we gotta get through it somehow, some way, every day, and we find our way through it.
Like she said with feeling alone, like we both said, you're not alone. There's a lot of people in this world that are being bullied, that are being the bully. And most times when somebody's being a bully, it is because they have issues of their own. And so you just have to laugh at it almost. But here's a little side note, that in the U.S., suicide one person commits suicide every 16 and a half minutes. So by the time you watch this video and it ends, somebody will have already taken their life because they could not find what was needed and what would have been able to help their issue. And that's the sad part, because I've been there. Have you ever been there?
No, not yet, but I did feel down, like I was a piece of trash and I wasn't worth anything. But don't let that, what she just read to you, do not let that be the person you are.
Don't continue what that is. We need it to be maybe one person commit suicide every 7 days. Don't make it every 16 and a half minutes, because that is sad. You know, we are all in this world to live and to one day die. You have to get through life the way you want to. Do not worry about other people. Do not worry about what they are doing, what their lifestyle is, who they are dating, who their best friend is. Oh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Be like, nope, and I don't care. Because if you focus on that, you're going to suck yourself into a world where everybody is going to officially depend on you. If you do not let people depend on you, your life will be so much more happier and so much more better, because you will be focused only on yourself and not everybody else's drama. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video off with 5 things to tell yourself daily. So the first thing you're supposed to tell yourself daily is that today is my day. You have to wake up in the morning, get out of bed, get dressed, do your hair, brush your teeth, eat your breakfast, go to school, go to work, wherever you're going, and be like, it's my day, you're not going to ruin it. You have to have that mindset. If you do not have that mindset, you're not going to be happy. I promise you that. Because many days I get out of bed and I'm like, I don't want to go to school today.
It's not my day today.
But I still get up and do it because it's my day. The second thing is, you are the best you there is. You tell yourself, I'm the best me there is. There's nobody else like you. I promise you that. Yes, you may have a twin or maybe sets of triplets, whatever, but you are your own person.
For who you are.
Your twin, your best friend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, they are not you. You are the only person you can be. There's nobody else in this world that can be you. The third thing you're going to say to yourself is that I know I am a winner. If you have that mindset, you will strive for better things, because you are like, I'm a winner. I am a winner. I'm going to do this and I'm going to succeed at it. I'm going to win. I am that winner. The fourth thing you're going to tell yourself is, I can do it. I know I can. If you are taking a test, taking an exam, taking a worksheet just to do in class, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is really hard, skip to the problems you do know. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do that, because you can. If somebody tells you, oh, you can't do a split, do a back handspring, I don't know, play basketball, play any type of sports, you tell them you can do it and that you know you can, and you prove them wrong. Do not let anybody tell you that you cannot do something, because in your own world, yes you can. In your own mind, yes you can. You just have to keep telling yourself that. The last thing you are going to tell yourself is, God is always with you. God will never forsake you, nor will he abandon you. I promise you that. I've been in lows where I thought he would leave me, and I thought that I was completely alone. And all I did was pray. Let me tell you, praying on your knees is so powerful, because most times I would just pray in my bed, laying down, whatever. But one night I was so low in my self-esteem, I got on my knees and I just started crying, and I prayed to God that he would just give me the strength and guide me in his way, and give me every power that I know that I can have, and help me to get through things with the strength that he is giving me. And I turned around and my prayers were answered. I was so thankful. But in the process of praying on my knees, I could feel him there. I could feel his hands on me. I could feel all of his angels' hands on me. I could feel my dad on me. I could feel anything that was in heaven already praying over me while I was there. Their hands were on top of me, praying for me while I was praying as well. It is such a powerful thing. And this channel will not be trying to convince you to be Christian. It will not go towards you like we're making you be Christians. We're just giving our advice as to how God has helped us in ways like that. And if you decide to do things like that, go right ahead. I will support you, and she will support you either way. If you want to become a follower of Christ, if you don't want to become a follower of Christ, we will support you either way. It is your own choice. Sorry. Like I said, you are the only you there is.
No matter if you think he doesn't listen, he listens. Because we both pray at night before we go to bed. Sometimes I don't think he listens, but he's always listening. And sometimes, like, I'll just talk to him just because I need to talk to him, and he'll listen. He's always beside you when you need him. Just talk to him. He'll listen no matter what it is. He's always there, always will be there, and he'll never leave. So, guys, that is the end of the video. So we hope you enjoyed it.